We sit in the boardroom, we design this big fancy system, and then people are just not complying to it.
It leads into sort of what we go into engagement with our clients with is understanding that's not a linear process. Right? I'm not going to design the system, then do the change management program, and then voila, the change happens at the end, right? So it's not a linear process, but it's starting to think about how do we then change the way in which we approached it previously. It's an iterative process, and it also includes changing the point at which we start involving people and engaging people, right? We tend to say, okay, now we've designed it, we sit in the boardrooms, we design this big fancy system, it looks good on paper, should work, and then once we start implementing it, we start seeing the people are just not complying to it, because that's what you're actually pushing for if you do that, right? You're pushing for compliance rather than for people to actually be part of the change and really take it on. So there's a different mindset we need to apply, not just the normal linear sort of mindset, the project phase mindset that people have, into how we think about implementing change to get over that loss aversion fear that most people innately have.
Yeah, and so when we get then to sort out the why and get underneath that and understand what some of those concerns are that people have, we've got a good basis then for doing the rest of the work that we need to do, right?
Correct.
If we get that aligned and understood.
Correct.
And that sort of then sets us up for the next piece, which is really, I want to be part of the solution, not the problem, and that requires meaningful engagement, involvement.
Yeah, and then the meaningful engagement isn't just usually running a survey or just a tick box exercise or comments, feedback, suggestion box, right? It's actually dropping to either the level of the people that actually do the work on the ground floor or rising to the level of the people in the boardrooms to really understand how they are engaging with the process, what current problems are they having, what pains are they actually facing in trying to execute their work day to day, and make sure that's baked into the system design, right? So that for me is one of the most important things, and one of the things that's usually overlooked is how do we bake in the actual meaningful things that are going to change the way in which I approach my work on a day-to-day basis, so that we're not thinking about it too theoretically and without engaging people where it matters the most, like you said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I found, I mean, again, over the years, as you mentioned, if you design a solution in the boardroom, it tends to be from that perspective and that level of work, right?
Yeah.
However, a lot of the change that we're trying to implement is down at the operational sort of levels. To be able to do that, you need operational input.
Right.
You need people that know what they do there to fix it. And the levels in between as well. So it's a multi-layered sort of approach around change as well. You've got your more operational focused people, then you've got your middle managers as well, and you've got senior managers, and all of that needs to be somehow put together, right, to effectively